On May 9th, 1997, about 6:30 in the evening, Andrew Cunanan turned around in front of me on North Lois Road and smashed into a rock and then a mailbox, where my arrow is. And my wife and I go to the Royersford, or going to the Royersford Fire Hall like every Friday evening. And we had stopped over at some friends of ours, Chuck and Dottie, by the Limerick Pottstown Airport. And so we had a beer, and then we were following them over to the fire hall. So I don't drive close behind people, so I was following Chucky, probably 30 yards behind him. So as we're going up, pass over West Cherry Lane, this pickup truck spins around in front of me to turn around and make a U-turn on North Lewis Road. So he smashes into this rock, and then he starts backing up. He starts to back up, and he looks at me like he wants to kill me. So what? So then he backs up, pulls forward again so he can make the turn, because it's a pretty long truck. And then he goes and smashes into the mailbox, and then goes into the yard. And then he backs up and turns around and goes back on North Lewis Road. Well, it just so happens that the person whose mailbox got run over, I know him, and he did my small engine repair work and lawnmower, that kind of thing. So I said, well, George isn't going to be very happy about this. So I didn't talk to him about it till the next week, till Monday or Tuesday. And I said, George, I seen the guy who hit your mailbox. He says, yeah, I know all about that. I called the Limerick police about that, and blah, blah, blah. Says, yeah, I'm really unhappy. So anyway, I said, well, that was the guy who did all the killings in S.Jersey there, that Andrew Cunanan, and he killed that William Reese, the cemetery caretaker over there in New Jersey. Well, so he didn't pay much attention to me, and I guess he thought I was crazy. So meanwhile, I was thinking that I tried to catch up to him and get his license plate number, but he was driving really fast. I figured he'd be going to Reading, where there's a place he could hang out, which would be right here on 422. So this leads to Pottstown and then to Reading, which is about 15 miles away. And I figured that would be a good place for him to hide out if he needed to hide out. So meanwhile, I couldn't catch up to him, and he didn't turn right. If he turned right, I would have caught up to him and seen his license plate. So meanwhile, he goes over this way, and he's already made the turn and gone by the time I get up there, and he's on to the 422, which this leads him to Valley Forge, which is 202 south, which leads him to Wilmington and to Point South. And the other way over there at Valley Forge, he could also get on the Turnpike, Pennsylvania Turnpike, or he could go on the Schuylkill Expressway and head toward Philadelphia. So that would be a good point of doing it. So we went on over to the fire hall. I told Chuck and Dottie, I said, well, I just saw that Andrew Cunanan guy, and he smashed into the mailbox right in front of me. And he said, oh, you're crazy.